Hello?
Hi, Craig. You there?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm here too. I don't know what happened with that
Yeah,
conference
it was
call.
very strange.
Yeah, I've not had a problem like that before. But, well, not much you can do
Is it
about
just the
it.
two of us on here so far?
Yeah, I invited the others, or I'm in the process of
Oh,
it.
okay.
Okay, I just got
Hello.
on.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, hi.
Hold on, let me get into a different spot.
Looks like David's here too.
So you're doing a hangout. That's awesome.
Well, yeah, I guess I made it.
I think it's cool too.
What I was doing.
Hangouts are easy. Nothing to fear.
This is working.
So, this is kind of different. I'm not
Yeah, dogs.
takes me off guard here a little bit. I don't know what happened with the conference call. I'll just put them aside. So is this typically the way Hangout works? It just switches back from the pictures, or
They're coming home to pick me up to go to CSA. So we're going to be on our way back home.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
I'll get everything done except for this.
Hello.
hi. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is. It's kind of fun.
hey, Barb, you're kind of hard to hear.
Okay, so I think that's
Can you?
probably because the mic is in my camera and it's a distance away. So I'm not really sure what I can do about that. There must be a setting someplace.
Or if you have headphones that have a microphone in, that
No,
can sometimes help.
no. I've only got the mic right in the camera itself.
Okay, there might be a volume adjustment on there too.
Okay.
Right.
Control room. Dial guests up or down. Yeah, I'm open for suggestions. Otherwise, I can just, oh, it's over there. Let's see.
If you move your computer, can you move your computer closer to you? Or are you on a laptop or a desktop?
No, how's that? Is that any better?
Yeah, I think it's doable.
It's as far as my volume will go up.
I can turn you up higher on mine at least. At least we can communicate. It was weren't getting into the
Everybody
phone
else,
line at all on the other one.
Yeah, really.
I'll just have to make sure to work on that in the future. So
Good, it wasn't me.
that's not you. You're fine.
You know, you could yell at us, Barb, if you want. You know, just for this once.
I'll yell.
Project, project.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so let's do this. I just wanted us to kind of get to know each other, introduce ourselves, what we're going to be doing. My room is really hot. Next time I'm going to make sure that I've got it cooler before I do this. Okay, so let me start with, oops, did I do something?
I'm good. Keep going.
Let me just begin with, when I took this position on for Rhonda, I had two main purposes in doing it. One was because I think that the VPs of PR in our district are grossly underused. They're not given enough support. They're not given enough information to really do their job well. And I wanted to do something with them. And then the other thing I thought that was grossly underused was social media. So those became the 2 points. And then Rhonda introduced me to David, and I got all excited about everything we could do. In the meantime, I've just started building a team. And that's you guys. And it's wonderful. And you're all so good, and you're all such knowledgeable people about what you're doing. I'm not sure yet how we're all going to interact, but I know that we'll work that out as we go.
For sure.
So if you each want to just take a minute and introduce yourselves and what you're going to be working on and what you're going to accomplish this year. Who'd like to go first?
I can go first. This is Peggy. I'm Peggy Lee Hansen. I've been a Toastmaster for 5 years. I am now the district webmaster, or mage, as Rhonda puts it. And so I put things on the web and make them pretty and make them work.
Cool.
Awesome. Peggy, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your technical savviness?
My technical savviness is probably an 11, 12. I have been working with computers, and well, let me just tell you this, Dave. The first computer that we got was a 486 PC. It didn't have a working hard drive, so I thought or not a hard drive, but a CD drive, DVD drive. So how hard could it be to put a new one in? So we had our computer for 2 weeks, and I had put in a new CD/DVD hard drive. So, and that was 15 years ago.
Ah.
So I can do hardware, I can do software, I can figure out just about anything and everything. And right now, actually, with Brendan Smith totally being away from any kind of communication, today I had to figure out how to add a Western Vision calendar to the mix. And I got it. So with figuring it all out. So you give me a problem and I can solve it. So that's my technical savvy.
Awesome.
I've
Very
been
cool.
online. I've been doing Google Hangouts for years. I just bought a user interface to do Google Hangouts on air, which I'm absolutely thrilled of. And Barb knows that I had one session on that already. So yeah, that's my expertise. Just give it to me. I can get it done.
Perfect. Who'd like to
Cool.
go next?
Well, I will. I'm Craig Campana, and I am a fairly new Toastmaster of about a year officially. And let's see, I work for United Healthcare. I'm a claims processor, and I'm actually kind of working a little bit. I'm multitasking here, but I also write actually 3 different blogs, and I'm a fairly new blogger, but I'm voraciously diving into it, and I do a blog that is kind of motivational, because my original plan was to write a book, and I found it difficult to write a book. I mean, I didn't have time to write a book, and somebody had said, you should think about blogging your stories in little snippets, and I said, yeah, that's a good idea, so I started doing that. So I have a motivational blog, and then I have a kind of an initiative that I'm working on called the Great American Business Card, or the Great Business Card Hunt. And with that, I'm interviewing different business owners and, putting their features on the blog. And so I talked to Barb, and I said, you are the PR guru, so is the district going to have a blog? And if so, I would volunteer to do it or to help with it. So,
If you need help with your book, come see me. I'm a book coach.
oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't think the book is actually going to happen. I tried for probably 10, 15 years to write the book, and I could never find the time. I had all these ideas kind of going around in my head, and I recorded everything on audio tape when I was traveling, but I never was able to get the content, transcribed and put into any kind of form. And so that's where the blog came from. I thought, I can actually do a blog post and share my little life stories and stuff like that. So, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's good to know because I could refer you.
Great, great. And Mr. Kokel.
Well, thanks. And I just want to add to what Craig just said. By the end of the year, buddy, you should get your book done. It's not that hard. You've already done all the hard stuff. I am the president of Speak TV. I'm in a club out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I left Xerox after 27 years doing technical support and started my own. I'm a videographer, and I'm transforming into a video coach. So I am very heavily into video and also training others into video as well. Social media is a very important part of my business, and so I want to help share that, at least to my knowledge, and there's a lot that I need to learn, and so by no means am I declaring victory. But there's a lot of information I have access to, and I know a lot of folks who are very good at this. So I want to help bring those talents and those resources to bear for the district because it's about time.
Yeah, absolutely. My expertise in public relations, I guess you'd say, would be more with the on paper, the old-fashioned, the making contacts with the newspapers and the radio and TV. That's where my background comes in. So for me, I can do those things, manage that. It's the social media that I think the district really needs, that we need to develop and go beyond what we've done in the past. So with that said, I'm meeting tomorrow morning with Keith Comiskey, who is the club growth director. Still getting used to those new names. And I'm just going to basically tell him what each of you are about, what you'll be working on. I know David already went ahead and set up a Facebook page for the public relations people, for the VPs of PR, so that they can log in. And I'm in the process of getting them invited. I got all the area directors and vision directors invited today. But we'll just keep bringing them into that, giving them a place where they can go to ask questions and we can provide support for them. Then in the meantime, I guess the only questions I've got is how we're going to interrelate, how the information is going to go from one place to the other. I've asked the VPs of PR to feed me stories from their clubs. So from each club, I should be getting information on whether it's somebody's done something fun or somebody's achieved something, and they'll get the little stories to me. Now, Christina's the other piece of this, and she'll be doing a lot of tweeting, and she's also going to be our newsletter editor. So once I get the information, my thought, and you can straighten this out if you think you need to, is to just put a message out there to all of you that this is the information I get, this is the story I got today, and find out who wants to do what with it. Is there some other way of doing this that I'm not looking at that you think would work better?
I think you're doing a fine job the way you have it organized, and I think it's just a matter of kind of telling the VP of PRs really what you're expecting them to do. And one of the suggestions I would make is I actually had quite a bit of experience years ago. I was the executive director of an organization called BNI, and along with that title, I also did all the PR, and kind of just by osmosis for some reason. But one of the things that I educated the chapters to do is, I was in a position where I wanted to recognize people that had any kind of achievements, but I said to do that, first of all, I need the information, and I also need a photograph. So that might be something that, we're going to encourage them to do, is not just submit, the information that, so and so achieved their competent communicator, but to get a picture of them, because that's something that we can broadcast all over the place.
Yeah, I already did a YouTube video to each of them.
Okay,
I asked
perfect.
them was not just the story, but as many pictures as they could send me as well. So I think I got that out there. I do need to reinforce that, I'm sure. So, Peggy, as far as the stories you put on the web, the pieces you put on there, is that driven by Keith? I know that your position typically works under the club growth director and not necessarily the PR team. But do you have any feel for how those things typically come to you, or?
Well, since I took over the web, I work mainly under the district director.
Okay.
And I've not had, they have the final say in everything. So, but whoever wants anything to put on the web generally goes on there. We'll figure out a spot how to do that.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. For instance, somebody's earning a DTM, and so I'm going to get a little blurb on it, a little piece about that person with their picture, and I'm going to send it out to everybody. Is that something that you'd see that we could run on the web page, or would it be better just to use it through the blog or the newsletter or the tweets, or?
I'll be honest with you, Barb, I'm having a real hard time hearing you. So I'm getting part of what you're saying.
I can try and talk louder.
Okay. Well, there's a technical problem with your microphone that we will solve.
Oh, good. I'd like that.
Yeah. And I don't have any problems understanding you. I heard every word you said, so I'm good here. So, and Dave, you have a lot of noise in your background, so I don't know what you're doing or anything, but it's you're kind of drowning out things a little bit too. So just kind of be careful of what's going on in your world as well. That's just something that I've noticed in my travels. I've been thinking about this too, that we can have a special page for news items. And I had the name for it, and I can't remember what I had written down. But there's also an order of what's going to be on the left-hand menu.
Yeah.
And what gets put on there. Certainly anything that's really newsworthy gets put right up on the home page. And we can have links shared. You can have an icon that you can click on that, and it'll take you to a different web page, or it'll take you directly to the YouTube video or whatever, or to download a document, whatever we need to do.
Okay.
So, I think it's really, we want to get people to come to the web, definitely, to find out, what's happening today or what's happened last week. The newsletter is good, but it only happens every other month. I'm hoping that we do that every month.
Well, I'm hoping that it's not going to be the same format in newsletter either. Not so many pages, but something shorter that goes out more often.
What if we did something where we had people from all the different PR directors submitting information for a monthly newsletter?
That's a really good idea, but it's really been difficult to even get the division governors and club presidents to submit things, even with a schedule.
Speaking for myself, when I was division governor, to put together a newsletter or an article while I was trying to do all the other things I was doing, that was really tough for me. But
yeah.
I think if you take somebody that's a club officer, they don't have as many outside the club things that they're doing, and it might come across better. At least that's what I'm hoping with the VPs of PR. So.
Yeah.
One of the things I would like to see maybe, and there might be maybe a training page or something like that, or like the TLIs that are coming up, just to have kind of a smattering of where they are and who's presenting what and that kind of thing. Providing that everything is put together in a timely fashion, so we can get that information out. But I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants on the TLI that I did. So,
right. And I think it's on the calendar now, all the TLIs we have scheduled. And I think tomorrow at the deck meeting, they're going to be scheduling some more. So I think we should come out of there with everything, at least as many dates as we possibly can. But that's getting the information from the people and getting it out there. And I can do some.
Right.
I can do some on trying to get that information.
Craig, do you want to see? Because we did have at one time the TLI events listed on separate. Just like the contests are listed separately. You want that page back up? Because we were thinking that things were starting to get really convoluted on the left menu. And so we made some decisions to take some things down and just kind of consolidate. And the TLIs can go, they're listed on each division's calendar, but also on the main district calendar.
I guess what I was thinking was if there was a way to have all of them in one place, just kind of emphasizing the aspect that if you can't make one in your own location, maybe you can make make it one somewhere else or something like that, and not have to kind of try to hit or miss, figuring out where those would be.
Okay, so it would be a separate calendar item than on the main menu off the left side. Then that's what it would be that you're looking for.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just an idea. It's just
What if we did something on the Facebook page with having an event calendar of some sort? Is that something we could do there?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
And then you could set it up in the calendar column over there, or maybe there could just be a link to that Facebook page from our web page saying, click here for all the TLI dates or something. Is that a possibility?
Sure. Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
The District 35 calendar, or the District 35 Facebook page, has admin access. David, are you an admin to that, do you know?
I am not.
Okay, I am. Jim Coley just made me the admin a couple of weeks ago. So I'm not sure who all can create calendar events on the Facebook page other than admin.
So why don't we check with Keith and Rhonda tomorrow when I talk to them, and we can figure out what we're going to do from there.
Yeah. Because I can definitely add the comments area, the Facebook, but if Dave for the district, then I would like to have him added as admin too. Sure. So Barb, if you could ask that question of them, and for adding Dave as an admin, then I can do that.
Okay. Is that good with you, Dave? Dave?
Yep.
Is that good with you?
Excuse me.
I'm sorry, can somebody tell me what Barb is saying?
Somebody tell him.
I'm doing sign language. Can you see? No.
No, I can't see you at all, Craig.
I only got your picture, Craig.
Yeah, you got to turn on your video camera.
Well, I didn't want to act as though I'm not attending to what we're doing. I actually am working, and I thought that was going to be counterproductive to have a video of me working on work, so that's why I put my mug up there.
Okay, so I've got a lot of different directions I'm going in, and it sounds like we've at least got a starting place here. So
For sure.
is there anything else that any of you think we need to talk about, or we'll do this again sometime when we aren't so, when I'm not so confused.
Yeah. I just want to put out there too, as far as my expertise, I go really deep. I'm a Photoshop expert, I'm a PowerPoint expert, graphics. I can create a PowerPoint and turn it into a movie. So just about anything that you can dream up as well, for graphics wise, I can do that too. So
Awesome.
just want to put that out there.
That is the one thing that I'm impressed by all of you. You are all so expert and so widely. I mean, it isn't just any one area. Christine as well, the job she does for her company is a PR relations person, and she also does she specializes in Twitter and tweets and things like that.
Yeah.
So you're all multi-talented, and I think any one of you could just do the job yourself, but by splitting it up, I think we're giving more people an opportunity, making the job easier, and just I think we're going to reach farther that way. We'll have more connections.
Oh, definitely. I totally agree. And I'm a blogger. I know WordPress. I know Weebly. I know some of the ins and outs of that part, and because I build websites, and so there's just so much there. So I'm really excited to see where this is going to go, and maybe we will win a space on the Toastmasters International kudos list, right?
I also get I think it's every 3 weeks I get a conference with the regional advisor. So, and they're already all excited about what we're doing, and they've all been just kind of giggling about it almost. So we're doing a really cool job, even though we really haven't done a whole lot yet. It's just we've got a great start, and we're going in a perfect direction. I think the district is going to be well by all of you. We're really lucky to have you. Well, I think that's probably enough. And Friday's day we should all be off enjoying ourselves. So unless you got something else, I think we can just bring this to an end, and you can go enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, because this is what I'm going to be doing this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Same here. I actually have lots of blog writing to do.
Deck meeting.
But I will go to the fair on Sunday, so that'll be my enjoyment.
Good. Okay, well, thank you so much, and we will get this organized and do a better job of it. I'll do a better job of it next time.
Hey, you know what? Can we forego the conference line and do this again, the Google Hangouts, because this is like so much better.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on getting my microphone fixed so that
yeah, you can get just a cheap headset. And Barb, when you're on Google, when you're doing a Hangout, it's better to have the headphones, because then other noises, or you don't get that reverberation, and I can't think of the word, but the echo effect.
And I'm not. I don't even know where a headphone would plug in, but I know somebody who will know, and they'll help me get it done. So
good.
I'll make sure to have this all work perfectly next time. I promise. I'm maybe slow, but I'm gonna be.
You're not slow. You're not slow at all. You're just in the learning mode.
Yeah.
We're all in the learning mode.
You guys are way down the road, but that's okay. I'll keep coming along. I'll get there. By the end of the year, I'll have caught up, maybe. So, okay. See ya.
All right.
Have a nice weekend.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Thank you,
Bye.
Barb.
Yep. Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
What was that Toastmasters thing?
Yeah. And what it was a it was a Google Hangout. So I couldn't do that while I was on the phone. Now I'm done. So let's just do this real quick. You've got me here. So just click on the video camera. And I should put on my headphones too. So give me a call by clicking the video camera right there. The video. Yep. Something's going on. Looks like David isn't available. Did you do? Well, something was trying to go up. So let me try calling you. So I should hit up here. Here. Oh, here I just clicked to join the call. Jesus, am I an old fuck? That's what you look like. That's what I am. Could be. Now you can move the camera on so that it centers on you. Oh, I see. The little one down there in the corner. Yeah, that's what you look like. So for whatever reason, I've just got so many windows. Don't leave yet. I'm going back. No, I'm not doing that. There I am. By the way, that's my Google picture. Yeah. And I didn't run my Google something on the page. Okay, so now I can, my webcam's on. Now you can see me. Now I can see you. So that's what your camera's going to look like. Now, if you want to, you can either make this full size. It takes up the entire screen. Or you can always make it small. Whatever you want. Right now, we'll just make it full size. So we're going to have some fun with this. I'm going to make mine full size too. Can you hear me talking in your headphones? Mm-hmm. Okay, I just heard you talking. So go ahead and say something. Hello, David. How's it going? Good. Okay, you can hear a slight delay in my voice when I'm talking, but you can hear it there. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and run my mouse. And I'm going to just click, and it brings up the menu, just clicking anywhere in the window. Okay, I can mute my microphone. And I put down the microphone. I'm waiting for it to respond. And hey, Mom, bring me a sandwich. Okay, I can also shut my camera off if I want. Now, will you think the resolution will be that good on my computer? The resolution has to do more with the camera. And I mean that the pictures will be that clear. Dude, like, is this one clear enough for you? Yeah, that's the exact camera. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So it'll look even better on a smaller screen. These are 20-inch. I think I'm going to have a 25-inch. That's awesome. And if you don't like the resolution, you can always just use it in a window and it'll look better. So there is a difference between these two cameras. I think I paid about $80 for this camera, and that one was worth about 20. So you can see part of it is there is a